welcome back. This is actually the second time that I filmed this video. Like, I spit. I thought I was gonna post it, but then it got chaotic. My boyfriend was interrupting, but it was like cute interruption. So one of these days I'm gonna do a video of all the videos that I've taken that were ASMR that I just haven't released, and that one will definitely be there. I want to do a soft spoken video. If you guys don't like this, fast forward 15 seconds, but I'm going to try to do a soft spoken tone. And then if you do prefer it, let me know. This is pretty early in the video, so you can't say like, I do like your soft spoken, or like, no, stick to the whispers. Okay, so I think if I were to do soft spoken, it would be more like this, and I would talk more about just kind of things that have been going on in my life. I do like how this sounds, but I think that people do prefer whispers, so we'll see. Actually, I like this. So this video is officially a soft-spoken video. Someone told me that they wanted me to do a soft-spoken video in eating, so today I brought, I'm gonna go get a burrito from Chipotle, or like either Chipotle or this other Mexican spot. I feel like Chipotle is very reliable, and I like that type of food versus like trying something new. But it's also rare that I don't enjoy a burrito. Oh my god, look at the sun coming out for me. I did my makeup. I would bring you guys closer just to see that my skin is not as clear as it looks. This is just a very flattering angle. But yeah, the sun from this angle with this beat does look really good. I did my makeup because my boyfriend's at work currently, and I'm gonna go sit at his job, sit at the bar, and have drinks, and I didn't want to look like a bum, and so I decided to get, oh, the sun is really setting, I decided to get a little cute for him. So yeah, this video will be me doing some updates on just kind of what's been going on. My last update video was like 2 months ago, and a lot has changed, so we'll get into those changes. This will be a soft-spoken whisper video. If you guys do prefer the whispering, I'm sorry, but you know, if this feels better on my throat currently, and it's just more of like a chit chat, like if I were talking to my friends under my breath, this would be how I would sound, because I'm not that loud of a talker. And if I were to do like something like where I asked all my friends, my partner, everyone, they always gonna tell you I speak in such a low tone that like it's always like, what did she say? Most people have just learned to go along with it and just say yes, because 9 times out of 10 I don't want to have a conversation. Anyway, so this is the snack I got. These are from Trader Joe's. They're the Trader Joe's version of the Takis. Oh shit, sorry. And then they're pickles. My first time going to Trader Joe's was a few days ago, and I did love like the prices. It wasn't as expensive. It was like a cheap grocery store, low-key. And then I got an orange. So now we're gonna get into the actual tea of where I've been, life updates, what's been going on. So the first things first, as you know, I was graduating, or in the process of my senior year trying to graduate, and I'm happy to say that I did graduate. I don't think that's gonna give us too many sounds, but I am super excited. I felt, oh, sorry, I'm gonna stop playing with that. I felt like it was never gonna come, low-key. Graduation felt like it was so far away, literally up until maybe the week before, where I was like, okay, now we're here. And there was a situation where, to be very frank and honest, I got a D in one of my classes. I didn't like the class, and me and the professor were just not vibing, and so she like emailed me, and I think she thought I wanted to get like a B or something. I calculated my grade prior to the end of that class, and I should have at least got a D. So when she emailed me about my grade, I was like, I had to tell her, I was like, I have to be very honest with you. I calculated getting a D in your class. So these are the assignments that I know I dropped the ball on, the assignments that I know I didn't do. But even with all of that, all of the other work I've done with my engagement, I should get a D. So she gave me the D. I think I got like a 64. Don't be like me. But yeah, I didn't like the class, and I was just ready for it all to be over. But that's just being very frank. Do not be okay not getting good grades. But for that particular class, at that stage in the semester, I'm a senior at this point. I'm just trying to graduate. But yeah, it was a pretty hard position to be in. I remember being very stressed about that. So don't do that to yourself. Because that professor in that moment really did have the power to veto whatever calculations I had made for that class and fail me. But I think you kind of get a gauge of like who your professor is, and so I sent her the email, and I kind of expected it to work out, but I still allowed myself to stress about it because like you have to. That was a lesson that I would never want to repeat again. Anyways, so that was like a week before graduation, and then my family came. My family hasn't visited my school since I like started to attend it 4 years ago. So this was their first time there since they dropped me off. And it was crazy. And I wish we could have did more, and I could have showed them around more. But like, it was with my grandma, and she's a very, very complainy person. And it's hot where I went to school, so she was just not feeling it at all. There's like, I'm in a valley currently, and the fog is rolling down the mountains, and there's like a lookout point at the top. Those people must have the nicest view because the clouds are so thick and so low. It's kind of crazy. I'll go up there and take pictures. Maybe I'll go up there and record ASMR. Anyways, so my grandma was kind of stressful. There's the sign. My grandma was kind of stressful during the trip. But it's fine. She saw me graduate. I was the first in my family to graduate from a 4-year school. And I also come from a working class background. We were very poor growing up. So it was nice to have like my people from home there. And it was only 4 of them, so not too bad. Just my mother, my brothers, and my grandma. Because the man in my life, they don't like to fly. My dad was a truck driver, and my stepdad is a conspiracy theorist who believes that, like, I don't know, he just really does not. He would prefer to do a road trip. And the road trip here would have been, I think, like 28 hours. So they were not going to do that drive. I know someone who's from my town who actually did do that drive, and she said never again, so that's all I needed to hear. This was my little Black Power graduate thing. But I also had another one from the school, so I had 2. And this is my diploma. Oh. This makes me so happy. I really did it. I got my BA in psychology, and I will be working in higher education. So, going back to, I graduated, yay, that's good, all of that stuff. And then I packed up my house, and I think another update that's really important is that I've decided where I'm moving. My partner and I both decided where we're moving. Sidetrack, we had the hugest fight the day we graduated, and I really was like panicking because I'm not too proud to admit that the fight was my fault, but I didn't want to lose my baby over that. It was like, in hindsight, the things that I've gone in fights and relationships over that were my fault. I was like, this is like this ain't gonna be the end, baby, like no. And so I didn't beg, like I'm a little too proud to beg, but I did have to like own up to the fact that like damn, that was my fault. And that was the day of graduation. So graduation for me, I was hungover, I was hot, I mean my boyfriend almost broke up over me just being dumb. But like, he was valid, so I'm glad that we were able to get over it. And it was a really important lesson to me as well. Anyways, so yeah, we're still together, and I had to decide where I wanted to go because I got 2 job offers. I don't really know. I need to go back and look at the last video, but I don't know if the last update on that I told you guys that okay, I remember. We were deciding on where to move, and I told you guys that I wasn't excited about moving to New York, but like he was very excited to move to New York. So, he is moving to New York. He will be pretty central, and he is excited about his job offer and everything. As for me, I want you guys to decide what state and city you guys think I landed in, because I don't know if I mentioned in the last video. I'm gonna eat an orange. Okay, time up. I would be moving to Philly for my job. They actually didn't provide relocation, but I got into a really cool like living situation, hopefully, because I moved there in like 30 days, and I start work on June like 6th, so on a Thursday, and I packed my life down to 2 suitcases, and I'm really gonna move across the country by myself because my boyfriend's going to New York. I'm excited, but I'm nervous. Moving away for college was fun, but it was different because I knew I could make friends, or I'd be forced to. The way all my friends and I have scattered, I have a friend in New York, I have a friend that's going to be in DC, I have some friends in LA, which is where I currently am, I have some friends in Seattle, I have a friend who moved to St. Paul, and I have a friend who's in Chicago. So, I'm the Philly friend, you know, and it's hard because I don't have family. I'm so sorry about the damn motorcycle. Because I don't have family. And luckily I've never been to Philly. But I'm pretty confident I'll fucking like it. And I know myself. I think it'll be fun. I'm not gonna be in Philly. I'm gonna be in a suburb, which is even better. It's like a good safe area. We love a good safe area. Damn, I'm out of pickles. What else? I'm excited. And the latest tea, I
I have a babysitting job that starts tomorrow that I'm gonna work for. I'm only here for 3 more weeks. Here, as in, I'm living with my boyfriend and his parents. And we're in the valley of Southern California. Not the valley. We're in the mountains, but the beach is like a 10-minute drive away. And it's so pretty and peaceful. Just very hilly, and I hate driving around here. But it's his childhood home. And his parents are like the chillest ever. What I can say is my mom would never. But I do inspire to be like his parents. Like, I was like, how did you sneak out in high school? And he's like, I would just tell my parents. Just tell your parents you're leaving at 11 o'clock at night. And they're like, yeah, just let me know where you are and who you're with. And they're chill. That was crazy to me because my parents would never. This is us. You can't see it. He's going to be in a video soon. He wants to. It's good that I'm starting work soon. Because the second I get settled financially, I'm investing in another microphone. Having 2 will be nice. And then also having one that's more sensitive to sound will be nice because I still have to like talk into this one. So we've been living here. I'm gonna go to Texas. My mom's hosting me a grad party at the end of the month, which is exciting but like anxious because most of these people haven't seen me since I was like 18, and I'm fully 22 right now, and I've changed a lot. I think that I can't say college changed me, but I still have anxiety, so talking to people, being the center of attention is going to be hard. But other than that, I am excited to see everyone. Oh yeah, I found a babysitting job. The tea on this job is the girl that was babysitting the child before me, she told them that she had to leave, and then they were really stressed because it was like she had to leave last minute. They're gonna have to find last minute care, and that's hard to do. Like, if your babysitter quits on you or your babysitting gig like shuts down last minute, you like childcare, you can't pause work, and childcare is expensive and hard to find. So they got on care.com, they found me, and I interviewed for them on Friday. And apparently 10 minutes before I showed up, the girl that used to babysit before me was like, wait, actually I can like work. But the mom was so over it because of how stressed they had been the last 3 days. She was like, no, I'm done with her. So I think I took someone's job. However, rule number 1, don't quit your old job before you have secured your new job. And they're paying $25 an hour. And I think I work like 4 hours a day, maybe 5 or 6. So like making a little over 100, about 100 a day. I'm here for 3 weeks. I get my weekends off. This is gonna be a good time. And they said they might give me more hours, so we'll see. But I am very happy to have income because like I'm moving across the country and I haven't had income since I graduated, which is fine. Like I saved up, but it is nice to always have cushion money, especially since I only get paid once a month. And my first check might look so crazy. All the since you get the holiday off, I don't think I would be missing too much more days than anyone else working there. And they kicked my salary up by $2,000, so that was exciting, I guess. It's probably just money that's going to go back to Texas, but we love a salary increase. I can't think of anything else in terms of my housing or the move, relationship, family, graduation. Just aside, I deleted social media apps off my phone, so I'm only using YouTube for entertainment these days. Pretty tough. But I was comparing myself to people way too much. And just caring too much about people that I actually didn't care about, so social media had to go. But it gave me like posting anxiety, and I was just like, why do I have this? When I feel like I need to update people on what I'm doing with my life. Other than that, life's been good. I've been going to the beach. I went swimming today. I think I secured housing. Like I said, everyone pray for me. And I secured a job, and I start tomorrow. And I'm gonna go get Chipotle, and then go sit and look cute for my boyfriend at his job. Life is coming together. Although I feel like I need to be more intentional about these next 2 weeks, because although me and my boyfriend aren't gonna be a long distance couple, we're only 2 hours apart, so like a short long distance couple, we won't be able to see each other every day. So if you're a long distance couple, let me know how y'all are doing that, and give me tips. But also, like, I got 3 weeks with him, and then I go to Texas, and from Texas I'm there for a week, and then I fly straight to Philly, and he flies to New York like mid-July. So once I leave here, I probably won't see him for at least 3 weeks, probably 4 to 5. That's my motherfucking baby. Anyways, thank you for watching this random life update. There wasn't too much tea, outside of like my landlord reference. Was like, there's an issue with that because my current landlord needed a reference from my past landlord, but like my past landlord was literally an old man who was a mechanic who didn't give two craps about the house that we were living in. I'm pretty sure that if he did like a code or like tried to sue us, the house was not up to standards, but like college students have been in and out, and college students live different, you know, you're just kind of degenerate and dirty in a lot of those scenes. It's literally a bunch of frat houses that are super cheap. I was paying $340 in rent, so super cheap property. But yeah, he sucked. We had like 3 bathrooms, and only one of those 3 bathrooms worked. He would never fix anything. He never did a walkthrough in the house before we got it, so we went to the house and there's so much stuff. It was just truly disrespectful, 1, for the past tenants to leave us that much stuff, and 2, for that man to sit up there and give us that property and not knowing what it looked like on the inside. There was literally trash on the side of the house. It was gross. I was so pissed off. And yeah, so I'm pretty sure we didn't get new tenants. Like, usually the college students, you have a group of friends and then you pass it through groups of friends, but the house was so gross that none of us could justify like actually finding tenants to live there for him. And then he also owned the house across the street that had been passed through by a bunch of frat bros, and he never looked inside the house. So I can only imagine how gross and disgusting that house is. And honestly, F him. The worst landlord really didn't care about his properties. He only cared about the money that he was getting from them. And he really could have charged more. Like, there are landlords in that area that were charging upwards of like $600-800, but they're nice properties. I wouldn't have been able to justify paying that, and I think no one would have, so he just made it super cheap. And you know, when you make stuff super cheap and you undervalue your own property, the people that live there are gonna undervalue it too. And so we definitely made it cleaner than the people that left it to us, but like, it was years and years of build up, and it was kind of gross. So we kept the bathroom clean, we kept our rooms clean. as far as the other parts of the house, I was just like, I really don't care. Yeah, so he never reached out to my current landlord, but I'm gonna talk to her, and I'm on the renter's insurance for the next property, so hopefully she can do without that, and if not, we could probably have a conversation about it, but they're trying to get us signed the lease soon, so I do think I'm in there. I met with her and everything and explained the situation, but yeah, college landlords really don't be giving a fuck about college students, which is interesting. You just care about money. Sorry, that was just literally a late rant to this video, but thank you guys for watching. It's currently like 6:40. I don't know what time. I'm gonna text my boyfriend. And yeah, thanks. Stop by later. I don't really know what to say. I'm sorry that I was going back and forth between whisper, but hopefully you still found some relaxation in this.